let's just talk about how polygamy kind of sort of endangers the lives of women. I didn't know this, but you're really in the religion. You're not supposed to go to hospitals for for pregnancy. Well, not pregnancy, but for like to give birth or whatever.
Yeah.
But let's get into it, you guys. To Mary,
And Alma.
we invite you guys to like,
Subscribe.
and comment down below, you all, because when we heard about this, I was kind of shocked because I thought they just did it because they felt like, oh, it's healthier. Because I mean, I've always said I think home births are much better. It's more comfortable for the woman, whatever. But what if you really need to go to the hospital, whatever? They say that you really try to avoid it, and that there's like this serious fear of going to the hospital because if people find out, your husband could go to jail.
Yeah.
Which it kind of goes back to that whole thing of making the man the center, because it's like you can't go to the hospital or whatever, even though like you're almost in essence giving your life in order to bring life. But it's like you can't go to a hospital to make sure that you're okay,
It's a real
because
fact that women can die in pregnancy.
Yeah.
And during birth, during labor.
I mean, it's happened so many times.
Yeah.
But women can't do that in polygamy because of a man. Because it will be found out that he is living a polygamous life.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a little unsettling.
Well, I think it also goes back to the whole keep sweet.
Yeah.
Like, you just, it's hard for you, probably home births. Of course it's going to be harder because you don't have the epidural.
Right.
Also. And,
I don't know how Robin doesn't make a sound when she's giving birth. Like
that
that's
is gangster. Okay.
well, she said her mom said that you're exerting too much energy yelling, which I mean I can't see that, but
Yeah.
still don't yell at all. I'm scared of a woman that don't scream during birth. Like that's a little scary.
Conserve your energy. I know, that's so true. She did say that, and that's true. Like with remember when we were traveling Saudi?
Yeah.
And we had a long way to walk, and you were trying to find a wheelchair for me.
Yeah.
And you were getting upset.
Oh yeah, I was
and
very
at that
upset.
point, I was just like, I cannot put my energy on being upset, on the emotions, because I got a far way to walk.
Yeah.
And if I fall down, she can't help me, and probably the people around here can't help me. Because it looked like I'm the biggest one in this whole airport.
You are not.
In this whole mall over here. So I was just like,
yeah, I can't follow this girl over here.
My energy and just get there.
Yeah.
When I get there, I can act a plum fool, but not now. Because I have to conserve all that energy to what I was doing. Yeah. So I get that. I get that, girl. So, yeah, so when you are in labor, whenever you go to have a baby, remember that. No yelling, no crying. You become like Robin. There's a lot we can learn from Robin as women. There's a lot we can learn, and I know we hate her, but I'm telling you right now, she can teach us a lot. We gotta put the hate aside and look at the good of Robin.
Look at the good of Robin.
Look at the good of Robin.
That's
woman
a whole
is showing
video.
us how to have 5-year plans going into marriages.
How to execute
she
it.
is showing us how to get the best of men for my situation. Meaning, if you got 5 kids or 4 kids or 3 kids, whatever it is, you can find a man. But you got to go to Robin's. You gotta watch her to see how she does this. Going as a 4th wife and become the only wife standing, the legal wife, how to keep this man entertained by being giving him your favorite customer service, whatever the hell that is. She gives some customer service, how to make sure you go into your Victoria's Secret to keep your intimate game up.
Well, we'll talk about all of that in another video.
And then how to pretend to be shy. I'm shy. I'm shy.
Say it!
I'm shy. That phone continues to break. I'm shy. You can learn a lot from Robin. We gotta put this hate aside and look at this woman so she can teach us how to be our most feminine self. You see, she don't care what the women think about her. It is what the man think about me. That's what matters.
Yeah. But I just think, this whole thing with polygamy and the birthing, I feel like there should be some type of leeway. I feel like it's not right that it's not encouraged. Like, I mean, obviously Christine was able to go to a hospital, whatever the case may be. But I feel like there are practices in the religion where it's kind of set up to where the women are kind of like always at the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
Like, for sure. And I feel like that was a bit of a red flag. Like,
yeah.
No going to hospitals, where I just wonder what else weren't the women, like, what didn't they have access to?
Yeah.
Well, also healthcare. Because remember, Cody did not have healthcare for the longest time. Like, they did not have health insurance for Isabel's surgery.
Yeah.
And that didn't make sense.
Even I hear that Christine had to give Gwen $40,000 of her money.
For what?
For breast reduction.
I wonder why she did that, though, the breast reduction. Well, I hear that women with big breasts have, like, back problems.
They do.
Yeah.
That's why they have these big backs. If you look at women with big breasts, they usually have this big back.
To support.
For the support, but even then, it's a lot.
Yeah, I mean.
It's a lot. And that's with anything. I mean, sometimes women have big hips. It's easier to carry the bottom as opposed to the breast, I think.
For sure.
Because your bottom, you've got the legs underneath that, are supporting. Yeah. They're right under. The breast doesn't have that, only if you have a big tummy or something. So I can see why she, and sometimes they get in the way, they're like right there in front of you. Yeah. So I mean, I can see why. I mean, I have a sister-in-law. I think she wears, I don't know what she wears. It's all the way down to her knees. And I saw
What's
that for
to her knees?
The breast.
Oh!
And I saw that.
You know what
I'm saying? But my sister-in-law, my brother, actually likes it like that. And so, and she's actually fine with that. She actually likes the fact that he likes it like that, and she has no intention of reducing it. So I think everybody to themselves, when whatever makes her happy. She, we're not the ones who gotta go carry all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
But I hope now that the Browns they're basically now out in the open, I hope that they'll have better practices for polygamy or whatever and stuff.
You know something, they need to make it legal. So
but they'll never do that.
So the men can be financially responsible. It's so not right, because if the woman divorces the man, she pretty much has nothing. The only thing Cody seemed willing to give to Christine was what? That food stuff that they have had for I don't even know how many decades. He wanted to give her portion.
I'm like, why do I want frozen food I'm probably never going to have?
He's like, what are we going to do with this meat? I mean, we can
why
share.
You give
She's
me
like,
money?
Something.
You can keep that crap.
You can keep.
You would keep that
like,
food.
No, I'm not.
Not interested.
I'm not interested.
Thank you.
Yeah, but thank you very much, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only thing he was really willing and happy to give.
Well, because that means that she'll have to sit down there
but
and talk to him.
when Janelle is there asking you for her cut, after she has helped you pay for Robin's house where you live.
And it's giving her inheritance.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to give that to her, but I bet you anything, he's going to talk to Janelle about that meat again. He's going to come and ask Janelle, we have this portion of whatever the hell they call it. I don't know what they call it, Diana, but there's a name for it. That their stuff that they have, just in case, the world comes to an end, they have enough meat.
Storage or something.
And all that stuff. There's such a name that they call it. But, just give people what they need.
Yeah.
But it is, they need to make polygamy legal. And I don't see the men fighting. I don't really see them fighting for that.
Because there's a patriarchy, and the men who are in charge actually know that these men who are in polygamy actually don't want to legally marry all these women.
Because there'll be a lot of money.
The money, like the responsibility. If Cody was legally married to all these women, you think he'll be having any divorce? No. He'll be making it work. That's why you see him making it work with Robin.
Yes.
Had Mary stayed in that, had Mary kept that marriage certificate, he would have been making it work with Mary.
Yes, he surely would have.
Because she will take him to the bank.
Yes, she
And
surely would have.
and he is going to make sure that it works out with Robin because he knows her. He knows that Robin is a different animal, and she will be ruthless. He will be, excuse my French, assed out in a box if they get divorced, and she's not going to have mercy on him.
And she will have another man living in that house, Cody.
Oh, for sure.
What you wanted Christine to do? Don't worry, Robin will do that for you.
Oh, and she'll move out to Coyote Pass because she wants her land.
Oh yeah.
She wants all her assets.
Oh yeah, and you'll be out of that house.
And you'll be shocked by how cold she is. That will give him PTSD.
That garage that you trying to give to Mary, you will be out there with your car. That is if she don't take that too.
Yeah, you better watch out for Robin playing
They
games.
need to make it illegal so these men are paying health insurance.
Men ain't gonna do that.
For all of these women, for all of the children and all of that. Can you imagine how much money you gotta pay? You gotta have 4 family plans.
They're not
I was
gonna
paying
do that because it will
300 and
only
something
benefit
a
the
month.
women.
I was paying 300 and something per, because I had 2 kids. I was paying 300 and something every 2 weeks. So that was almost $700 I was paying for health insurance. And that was for the best health insurance, which I needed, because my daughter has a heart condition.
Yeah.
So I needed to have the best of the best,
Yeah.
That was back in the day. I don't even know how much would that stuff cost now.
Listen.
Can you imagine if the man gotta pay 4 family plans?
No man will be in polygamy if they have to do that. No man. I promise you that.
You know how much that would be? That would be about $2,000, almost $3,000 a month, just for health insurance.
Yeah.
Whoo, child.
It's not legalized because the men in the higher up places know that those men who are in polygamy really don't want that responsibility.
Yeah. And then oh my goodness, you'll be seeing divorces left and right because now you get to give me a portion.
I know that's right.
Yeah, they will not be having no 4 wives. That's for
No.
damn sure.
They probably wouldn't even have 3. Probably stick with the 2. But it's Mary.
And I'm out.
Signing off, you guys. We invite you guys to like,
Subscribe,
and comment down below, you all. Bye.